That boy checking boy, Debo ready.
What button to push with the team at that
What the fuck is that?
I like his answer.
He said, what was that?
Just coaching. Yeah, just coaching.
I wasn't frustrated.
No. But he let him
talking
have
to James.
Bull Durham. We throw him in the shower. So if you're the Lakers, you want to get in there and you want to set a tone, but it's going to be very, very tough there. I wouldn't be surprised if they just come back split and we come back here 2-2.
Which is what they're supposed to do.
Fuck all that. We winning this game as well and the next one. Fuck they talking about. All right, man. So I guess the Lakers sent out a little injury report, you know, and James Worthy and his crew is gonna be reacting to it. Let's see, bro, because if they say some crazy shit, I'm gonna be mad.
Sportsnet Lakers. Good to see the both of you. The Lakers did what they needed to do in Game 2 against the Wolves. Even if the series at 1, the Lakers held the Wolves to a season-low 85 points. It was certainly a must-win situation as you look at the Western Conference bracket. The one thing to obviously keep an eye on, the Rockets and Warriors, they're also evened up at 1 apiece. The winner of the Lakers T-Wolves faces off against the winner in the next round of the Rockets Warriors. It was essentially a must-win. The Lakers treated it like one. Take a listen.
We were very physical tonight, as were they.
What do you think, adjustment-wise, what was something that you felt like worked for you guys as you held them to the low 80s in points?
Like I said pregame, it took us about 2.5 quarters.
I like JJ because he been getting in that ass. Pause.
In Game 1 to get to that level of physicality. You know, I think it's fair to say we won the game with our defense tonight, but our offense had a lot to do with that. Not allowing them to get out in transition, and when they did, as AR did late in the game, taking the charge, we were able to stop them from scoring, or in some cases stop them from even getting a quick shot up, and then they had to run half-court offense. So I just think as much as it was the defense tonight, our offense actually helped quite a bit with some of the transition stuff.
Taking it down here.
I mean, that's what it's going to take. They play hard as hell. We got to play hard as hell. They play with a lot of intensity. We got to match their intensity. So, I mean, it's going to be like this all series.
What are you starting to learn about Luka in a playoff context as a teammate as you guys grow in that way?
Nothing. I've watched it for 7 years, so nothing at all. Luka is Luka.
Last one for you. Key as you head now fly to Minnesota for Game 3 and 4.
I knew what I was doing when I traded.
It would change much.
Might not be as hard as you.
It was just the question of if we're going to be more physical or not, and I think we showed that. And we were there for 48 minutes, and we got big enough first quarter. Learned from the last game, and we just stick to it.
So with the win, the series is guaranteed to have a 5th game. So here's a look at the schedule for Lakers T-Wolves. Game 3 is Friday in Minnesota, as is Game 4, which is on Sunday. Then they return back to LA, Crypto.com Arena on Wednesday for a Game 5. If there is a 6 and 7, that schedule will be provided. Let's talk about Game 2, the defense. Holding them to 85. We've talked a lot about it. It was a season low for them, not to mention they had scored at least 100 or more in 56 straight games going into Game 2. Impressed is the word, maybe?
Very much so. I think the Lakers, the players, the coaches, the staffers, everyone down to the video guys, they got tired of hearing the aftermath of Game 1, Beto. No physicality for the Lakers. They got out, they got punched in the mouth and didn't respond. It was national headlines. It was a local top.
Shout out that boy Gabe Vince. Been putting in real work. Okay.
Kind of get back to being that little enforcer for the team, or AR.
I like Vando on the deep pause.
With that verbal exchange in the second quarter.
I like that.
I mean, the Lakers are basically saying, hey, we read all the headlines. We heard everything on these grind type of series, even perhaps. The Lakers don't want to score 94 in Games 3 and 4. That's probably not the recipe for a win. Most nights in today's NBA, in particular, Ali and Beto, I mean, you got to get to the hundreds, 110s to really make sure you can, sometimes 120s, to really make sure you win these games. But I liked their energy. I liked how they responded. And that guy right there, Rui Hachimura, he got hit in the face. He disappeared for a little bit, came back, and I thought he was more aggressive in that second half.
So if you're the Lakers, you want to get in there and you want to set a tone, but it's going to be very, very tough there. I wouldn't be surprised if they just come back split and we come back here 2-2.
Which is what they mentioned. Also left.
Fuck all that. We winning this game as well and the next one. Fuck they talking about.
The game early after getting hit in the face and had to wear a mask for the remainder of it.
Nobody. He got just popped in the face, and I believe you know, he's going to wear a mask as a precaution for a little bit, but he's fine and will be available.
Injury update for Rui.
But when you look at it and want to
thought it was going to be something scary.
I don't care if you've worn it in the past or not. There is a level of adjusting, and especially when it has to come from a physical standpoint.
Because
I don't care if it's clear or black.
His face was all smashed in.
I know.
The first vest that he had on.
He couldn't breathe in it. It really was too small.
Yeah, then you had that. Barely breathing.
I mean, concussion. And then he had a nasal fracture. So he missed some time, you know, had a little mask action. And I really like the way he responded. He's a key player on this team, Beto. I still go back to when they played Denver a couple years ago. And the Lakers didn't win it, but he had some moments against Jokic defensively where even the Laker coaching staff was like, oh.
Doing stupid things that he gets caught into the, right there. Get him up there, boom, he's going to fall for it. He's going to fall for everything that you have because that's just not being locked in, Brez. It's not because of his ability, it's just he gets caught up in the moment, and that's a lack of playoff experience that's going to hurt him because he should not have 5 fouls that quick.
The moving screens.
Okay, the 94 feet right there was not good, but the 1-2.
That's not the case. So Jackson, maybe more than any other Laker, needs to have a good game 3 and 4 based on what he did in those first 2 games.
We shall see game 3. It is on Friday in Minnesota. Game time to 6:30. It's all right here on Spectrum Sportsnet. We will get you started with pregame at 5:30. Still to come, JJ Redick voiced his frustration and the whole arena heard it. Ahead, JJ and Braun on a fiery moment from the head coach. Plus, Anthony Edwards, he's still got his, but the Lakers made it difficult for him. Up next, Ant-Man.
Tell me he didn't look like an AAU coach. Yeah, just like going off, and you're like, what's he yelling at? Because we didn't quite know what he was yelling about if you're watching the game up close, but then later on you find that out. But you can only do that every blue moon. You can't go to that well that often.
That boy checking boy, Debo Redick.
What button to push with the team at that
What the fuck is that?
I like his answer.
He said, what was that?
Just coaching. Yeah, just coaching.
I wasn't frustrated.
No. But he let him
talking
have
to James.
Bull Durham. We throw him in the shower, just throw him bats and yells at him.
I think our guys really just
that was a big play. LeBron James with the steal. That was when everything was stagnant. Neither team had scored, even though
they battled.
Even though the Lakers still had the fucking lead. You feel me? That was one of them stale moments where it's like, okay, potentially if the Timberwolves score first, they can go on a run, and that can be bad. You feel me? That could be a turning moment. But, you know, LeBron James made sure, he said, you know what? After the little fucking silly turnover on the Lakers side and the fucking Timberwolves got it, LeBron said, this is a momentum play. He gets a steal and he finishes the bucket by himself in traffic over 2. Huge momentum play, man.
And you got to be
as dangerous as him. So I was able to kind of sneak in through the rear view, through the right side, and you know, and was able to just kind of use my, I guess, athleticism and smarts or whatever the case may be to kind of, you know, if I wasn't able to steal it, at least I can make him change directions, you know, and I was able to reach for the ball before he kind of, you know, seen me in the blind spot, and I was able to steal it and go coast to coast to you know, it wasn't about the points. I think at that point it was about the momentum, you know, that type of steal, that type of, you know, play to be able to finish, you know, in that moment, because they could have cut it to 6 or